Are live. Happy Taco Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday indeed. Happy Taco Tuesday indeed. How's Vietnam? Well, it's good. Tony, what time is it where you are, brother? It must be getting pretty late where you are, man. How do we feel about Conor McGregor back in the clubs, doing coke again? Maybe not doing coke. Definitely partying, though. Definitely partying a lot harder than a man of his vintage should be partying. Miguel Productions, g'day, mate. G'day, you bloody legend. Vietnam is something else, I tell you what. We're jealous. We're all jealous. Fucking wild, wild west out here, boys. Vietnam, you're absolutely right, man. LR007, train with Chandler or do coke with McGregor? Honestly, mate, I'm a bit of a fitness kid myself, so I would rather train with Chandler, but I can imagine a lot of MMA YouTube would rather do coke with Conor McGregor. Magomed Ankalaev, Magomed guarantee when you come to Dagestan, brother. Soon, brother. One day, brother. I go to Dagestan. I don't mind Dagestan, brother. I do not mind this. Magomed's in chat, bro. Dougie Corner, snorting that special powder. The only powder I've been snorting, Miguel Productions, is plaster dust, unfortunately, mate. Plaster dust. Vietnam from A Aussie. Hey, Aussie, are you going to be watching the fights on Sunday, Saturday, where you are right now? Do you have a sports bar near you? Miguel Productions, your video is elite. Thanks, bro. Thank you. Magomed Ankalaev, UFC 302. Magomed broke Smith's ankle. Oh, Magomed is a fucking monster, mate. Is a fucking monster. Magomed Ankalaev, did you see my video on Islam Makhachev not wrestling for UFC 302, man? Let me know. Did you see it? Because you got a special shout out in that video, Magomed. You got a special shout out in that video. I was on those bloody balloons last night, and I'll tell you what, boys. What a ride. A Aussie is currently holidaying in Vietnam, so he's living that Conor McGregor lifestyle right now, boys. Dusty. I got a special surprise for UFC 302, ladies and gentlemen. Jamie doesn't even know yet, but she'll find out tonight when I tell her. We haven't had a chance to catch up yet. I've been at bloody work all day. CC Wizard, man. What's up, bro? Much love, my strong-faced brother. Drop a like. Thanks, bro. Thanks for joining the chat and all the love. Beard game looking good. I think there are sports bars here playing UFC. You better fucking watch it, mate. Dustin Poirier's going to win another title. Your stuff is better than the Gurus, than Lucas Tracy's. Miguel, that means a lot, man. I really appreciate it, bro. Thank you very much. I'm really happy that you're enjoying the channel, man. Islam going to KO Dustin. Now, you see, you've gone and ruined your nice words by saying something like that. Caveman Travels. You sound like Jordan Levitt. That's mean, Caveman Travels. And I've seen you around the channel before. That's fucking mean, mate. At least leave a like and subscribe with your burner account. Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. That is where I'm at, brother. That's where I'm at. I'm going to finger the love button till my finger falls off. It's good practice. It's true, mate. Especially with what you're doing out there in Vietnam. You needed to get that action going. You know what I mean? Get things really revved up. I get it. Excuse me, what surprise from Jamie? Well, Jamie, that's why it's a surprise, my love. You'll find out after the stream. We've still got another hour to go. I've only been live for 6 minutes. Look at that little love heart going on. Look at that love heart going, boys, down there. Look at that love heart going. That's A Aussie, just finger bashing the shit out of that thing. Good on you, A Aussie. I like Dustin, but Islam is going to get him. Miguel, what are you doing there? Secret, what's up, brother? Don't be silly, pull the gilly. And Secret 905, haven't seen you around the channel before, man. Please help me out with this goal by getting me to 1,000 subs. Miguel, what you've done there is be soy. You've been soy with this comment here, Miguel. I like Dustin, but Islam's going to smoke him. That's a very soy comment. You need to throw logic out the window and just think with your heart and your gut, okay? Dustin Poirier is going to fucking smoke him, mate. Going to smoke him. You are down under. We are down under, my friend. We are. That's not how it works, Aussie? I mean, look at it. Look at what he's doing. It's beautiful. Dustin will catch the gilly for the W. Alhamdulillah, Secret 905. We all pray, mate. We all pray. Miguel Productions, Dustin's ass is grass. Brutal, mate. Gilly. Um, Islam will beat Dustin. Yep, then he's going to fight Armin in December. Did I just say yep? I meant nah. Islam will beat Dustin. Then he's going to fight Armin in December, pull a guillotine. I tried to get people to sub to you. I tried to get people to sub to you. Thanks, Miguel, man. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. And you're also up. Hey, Aussie's quick fingering the button. I appreciate it, man. And also, Miguel for Productions, I've also noticed that you're like straight on the videos the second they come out. You're commenting, you're liking. That stuff, little behind the scenes YouTube stuff, brother, that helps push the video out and grow the audience, man. So thank you so much for helping with that. I really, really do appreciate it. Well, you're asking me to make a pick based on emotion. Paid in full karma is a motherfucking mirror. Paid in full. Come on, man. He's got to get it. He's got to get the win. I'm fingering it as hard as I can. Keep going. Don't stop. Magomed. Donkey Boy. What's up, bro? Holland by sub. Costa decision. Islam round 2 sub. Holland by sub. Honestly, mate. And picking Donkey Boy. Picking with my brain. Not just with my heart. Magomed, I'm going to get to you, brother. You know I'll never forget you. I think Holland's going to get knocked out, man. Mikel Olajacek, however you say his name, Olajacek, Michael. Let's call him Michael. His power is something else, man. His power is something else. And I think this is going to be the end of the road for Holland, man. Here we are. Magomed Ankalaev, back in line for Armin. Dana White will do him dirty, brother. I don't think he will, man. I think Armin Sarukian is going to be the next one up, Magomed. I really do believe that. Karma is a mirror. Paid in full. You upload every day, which is dope. I try to. I don't upload on a Saturday or a Sunday. And if I can't upload during the week, I usually give a good reason why in the community tab. So I try and upload every day, man. I do. I've already got my idea of what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. So thanks, bro. I appreciate it, man. Holland by sub, Costa by decision. Yeah, we just talked about this. Islam sub round 2. I think what you meant to say there, Donkey Boy, was Dustin Poirier via knockout in round 2. So I'll just correct that for you. Secret 905. Islam will get surprised by the gilly when he shoots for a takedown against the cage in round 3. And Dustin takes the title by sub. I predict it. Magomed guarantee. What do you predict? I think Islam Makhachev is going to come out early looking for a striking exchange to prove to the world that he is a striker. He's going to end up getting caught clean on the chin by Dustin Poirier, rocked against the cage, and Dustin's not going to be dumb enough to chase him down to the ground. I think it's going to be a quick first-round KO for Dustin Poirier up against the cage. What time is it in Vietnam from Jamie? Magomed will fight Alex Pereira in September. I hope so. It's 2 a.m. over here in Cuba. Damn, brother. Damn. Why are you awake? But I like it. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. It's 1 o'clock in the morning for AOS. Oh, PM? PM. AM. PM? PM? 12:57 PM. Yeah, so it's the afternoon for AOSI. Nice, man. Chilling. We're chilling it. Well, Islam versus Dustin will be fun. Either way, it's going to be fun. Look, UFC 302 is going to be good fun, boys. It's going to be good fun. Either way you look at it. PD, what's up, man? Smoke some Cubans. Also, subscribe to the channel, please. Trying to get to 1,000 subs. Help me out, boys. Help me out, PD. Costa is going to body kick Sean Strickland. Anakin, what's up, brother? How you been, man? How you been? Good to see you, bro. Costa going to body kick Sean Strickland. You know, I'd be worried about Sean Strickland getting head kicked by Costa. He is whipping them out really, really quick. And especially against Robert Whittaker. He was whipping them out really quick, man. So, honestly, I'd be looking for the head kick. I know Aussie's a big fan of Sean Strickland. Aussie, who do you think's going to win this fight, man? What do you reckon? Anakin, how you been, man? You had a good day at work? How you been? It's good to see you back in the channel again, dude. I appreciate it a lot. I've seen you around a lot lately. Miguel Productions. Yo, my chain is from Cuba. Weed is from California. He knows how to get it done over here. What are the chances that Dustin Poirier will pull a guillotine on Islam Makhachev? I would say they're 100%. But the real question is, what are the chances that Dustin Poirier will succeed in the guillotine? Almost 0%. Secret 905. Alex will flying knee Ankalaev's face when he shoots for a slow takedown. Interesting. I don't know if you're just trying to rile up Magomed Ankalaev in chat, but secret. I think Magomed Ankalaev thinks of himself as a stand-up striker. Not like Islam Makhachev, where he's learning to become a stand-up striker. But with Magomed Ankalaev, we've always seen him initially start off with the striking. So I don't know if he is going to shoot for a slow takedown straight away. I think he's probably going to try and stand with Alex Pereira like everybody else does for some reason. But he has a history of standing with Alex Pereira. Whereas me saying Islam's going to stand with Dustin is just cope. Dougie's Corner continues to be the world-leading MMA channel, competing with the likes of Ariel Helwani and MMA Kyle. Thanks, Miguel. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you. Anakin. Being well, bro, what was that whole thing about with Joey? Seemed like he really went at you. Yes, he did, didn't he? Oh, poor MMA Joey. I was very embarrassed for him. Well, I guess you were in the chat for that, yeah? You were in the chat for when MMA Joey fucking blew a fuse at me. Strickland for the win. It's going to be a close fucking fight, mate. Secret 905. MMA Kyle has low testosterone, bro. Damn. Does he? Probably does. I think being overweight lowers your testosterone. So he probably does have low test. And he doesn't move. He's very sedentary. He probably does have low T. To be honest, no joke. His body weight index, the fact that he doesn't get out and move, he doesn't move weights. Yeah, man. It was brutal. Tony, F1, MMA. Tony, F1, MMA. This will be serious MMA talk from Tony. He knows his shit. Tony knows his shit, man. Islam won't even give Dustin Poirier the opportunity to gilly him. He will use trips and sweeps. Islam Makhachev's judo throws. I'm telling you, Tony knows his shit. Islam won't even give Dustin Poirier the opportunity to guillotine him. He will use trips and sweeps like he did with Charles Oliveira. Dustin Poirier has never faced a judoku like Islam Makhachev. Again, Tony, you're using logic, and I don't have time for that until UFC 302, my friend. Dustin Poirier sleeps Islam Makhachev. He sleeps him. I can't think of anything else until then. You're kind of right. Costa moneyline. Secret juice. All right, I'll catch up, chat. Sorry, I'm having too much fun. Brother, I knock out Pereira in first round. Walk him down, hands down, clean knockout. But is it a Magomed guarantee? Magomed. Secret 905. I think he will. Jan leg kicked the hell out of Ankalaev. And what happened when Jan tried that with Alex? Oh, mate. That's true. That is true. I think he will get the fuck kicked out of him. I'm just saying, I think Magomed will employ a stand-up striking game first before he goes to the second. Why was Joey mad at you? Because I asked him a question. Do you want me to get into the Joey story, guys? Should I get into my MMA Joey story? I asked him a question and he fucking blew up. Oh my god. My hand towel in the hotel just fell into the toilet bowl and now it's covered in shit. Why are you leaving an unflushed shit in the toilet? What is wrong with you? Yeah, I was in the chat when Joey went off. I was laughing. Mate, so was I. It was so fucking embarrassing. Oh my god, that poor guy, man. Magomed beats Alex. We have a believer. What the hell do I tell a reception? Burn it. Don't burn it. Just, say it was a mad party and shit had to be cleaned off the floor. You know what I mean? Why did Joey yell at you? Because he is an angry man. Joey from Baltimore, I wouldn't mess with him. What happened with Joey? Also, hey, Aussie, why don't you flush the toilet? Good questions. Chad Hero, what's up, man? Was that really you and Joey's chat? I was torn because I like both of you, and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, that was me. I've been asking Joey that question for months. He never answered me. He finally did, and he fucking snapped, didn't he? Fucking hell. It was a massive hand towel. It won't flush. Hey, Aussie, South Asian countries do not have big pipes like they do in Australia. Do not flush the toilet. Take it out, wash your hands, wrap it in a bag, put it in the bin. Nobody has to know. No way, Aussie. Why the fuck was there an unflushed shit in the toilet? This was the right. I was admiring my creation. What is wrong with you? Joey definitely saw your earlier videos about him. Not videos. I've made one video about him. One video. That's it. One video. And it was a justified video because his take was fucking delusional. He said that Sean Strickland didn't dominate Israel Adesanya, even though Israel Adesanya lost every single round, and that it was a fluke. And I made one video saying that Joey is fucking coping. And he was fucking coping, and he still is fucking coping. And then I asked him just another simple question. I didn't even ask it in a mean way. I was so nice to him, and he just blew up. Because he's always in attack mode. Because he's constantly getting bullied by everyone. I felt so bad for him. The dude does not know how to take a joke or just banter with people or be a nice person. Because he's always getting bullied, and it's fucking broken his brain. That poor cunt. I feel so sad for him. That poor guy. Hey, Aussie is grown and still shitting his pants. Oh, that's gold. Dagestan only have 6 toilets. Bro, Vietnam's going to throw you in jail. This is true. I think that Poatan will keep the belt and retire unbeaten at light heavyweight. Anakin, I tell you what, Anakin, if he gets through Magomed Ankalaev, Magomed, what's up? You're probably right, man. You're probably right. Go into the Joey stuff? I will. Okay. What was the question you asked, Joey? You're deliberately omitting it? Ready? Okay, here we go. Okay. This is what I asked Joey. Joe Hogan, what's up? So, I finished my stream on Sunday, packing up, me and Jamie, going to sit down and watch a YouTube seminar, and I noticed Joey was live, and I was like, great. I've been putting this question in his comments for ages. Anytime I watch an MMA Joey video, it's him complaining about the UFC, constantly bitching about the UFC, and saying like their matchmaking's despicable, this is disgusting, he wants a meritocracy, he loves the sport so much. And then there's this other thing that he always says, which is, I'm not here for the views. I'm not here for the money. Alex Fox MMA, what's up, man? I'll get to your question. I'm not here for the views. I'm not here for the money. I'm here because I love the sport. So I was like, Joey, if you're not here for the views and the money and the clickbait, and you generally love the sport, why don't you make PFL content? And he fucking flipped out and started comparing the UFC to a rapist. Said that they were like raping the industry. Said, how can you not call out a rape? He started like comparing it to like stabbings and war and bombings. And I was like, it's just a fucking sport, man. Like, why are you so angry about this? And then like the more that he was going off, I was just looking at him like, you're constantly under attack and you can't, I don't know. I felt so bad for him watching it. So I was like, you're clearly getting bullied all the time by everybody. That the second anyone asks you like, have you considered doing this? You're like, oh, I'm providing a service. People need to hear this. It was very like off-putting. And he was like, I don't have time to cover the PFL. So I said, you have time to make 10 Michael Chandler videos. You can't make one PFL video. And then he fucking blew up again. And I was like, all right, whatever. Because I had to go and hang out with Jamie. Like we like had this whole YouTube conference booked in. And like it was only live before it gets privated. So I was like, I don't have fucking time for this, whatever. And then I bailed. And I mean, he was raging, man. He was raging. So I guess he's not here for the clicks. He's here because he loves MMA, but he doesn't want to cover PFL because he doesn't have the time for it. But he can make 3 Michael Chandler videos a week. I don't know what to say. I don't know. Magomed, why did we delete that? That's a perfectly fine one. Did you ask him where his ears are? Don't be mean to Joey. Like, please don't be mean to Joey. It's clearly getting to him. There's 2 things that I would never bait, suicide and Joey drama. I'm not trying to get into drama with him. I couldn't give a fuck. I'm not. The Joey impression is goated. I don't want to get into it with him. I really don't. I get both of your takes. Izzy did get beatenly handed 4-1, but a lot of people portray it like Sean battered Izzy like Max did Cater. A lot of people do go overboard with how much Sean won, but he did handily beat the shit out of Izzy. Like, it was a shutout on the night. It was a shutout. And Joey was like, and this was ages ago when Joey was like, it was a fluke. It was a complete fluke. I was like, how can you have a 5-1 fluke? That does sound like a bit of a Joey take. It's the same way he claims people just hate Izzy because he's black. Yeah, but like, again, if you hated Izzy because he's black, why do you like Kevin Holland and like Jarlin Turner? Like, it just doesn't make sense. He's very, just let him do his thing. Honestly, let him do his thing. I see him always live streaming the PFL events. I haven't seen it. And he doesn't make PFL videos. He makes UFC videos. So he should just put some information out there focusing on the UFC. Joey's an idiot. He's fine. He's fine. No, dude, a lot of the audience crosses over. A lot of people watch Joey and watch this. So it's all good. I wasn't looking to get into drama with him. I was asking him, like, why don't you make PFL content if you love MMA and a meritocracy? There's this whole thing that needs some MMA YouTuber to get on board. Like, do you know how happy the PFL would be if just one MMA YouTuber would talk about them? But no one does because they're shit. Strickland gets another title shot after he beat Paulo Costa. He should. He should be the number one contender. So I would hope that he does, mate. I would hope that he does, man. Sean win oist if Joey. I'm not sure what you mean, Miguel. Please write that again. Bro deleted my message. I've been silenced. I'm telling Joey the people need to know the truth unless it's regarding the PFL. Izzy isn't black. I know, he's Chinese. He said so himself. Slowly, Joey. Secret night. Sorry, Fox, you triggered the inner poetard. I think Joey is in Melbourne right now. I see it in his story. Well, I better watch myself because he'll pull up on me. And if I wouldn't want to get into a fight with MMA Joey. Now, I get into full-blown beef with Joey for views and my entertainment. What? No. He's not the right one, man. He's not the right one. I would get into like back and forth drama with somebody if I thought that they were mentally capable of it not breaking them. But just leave him alone. Just leave him alone, man. It was a shutout, the fluke stuff. I don't agree with you at all, but it's just annoying that Sean will have an Izzy-like performance over Izzy, and people make it seem like he Tony Gaged him. No, I know. And the Sean Strickland fans are crazy, and we've talked about this before. Like, Sean Strickland fans are just as insane. And Sean Strickland is exactly the same as Israel Adesanya. Like, Sean Strickland says just crazy shit on the microphone and jabs from range. Israel Adesanya says cringy shit on the microphone and leg kicks from range. They're like polar opposites, but the same archetype of audience. They're like the same person, but just the opposites. They're like a yin-yang of each other. Does that make sense? Makes sense in here. I don't know if I articulated it properly. Axel Fox, MMA. Magomed gives Poatan the man cuddle for 15 to 25 minutes. I don't think he does, bro. I don't think he does, man. I want to see your channel. I like the MMA at the end, so I feel like you're an MMA channel. Axel Fox, MMA. Okay, not an MMA channel. Not an MMA channel, just an MMA enthusiast. I don't know if he does, man, because he does come out striking in all of his fights. So I think he starts off as a striker. I think he's primarily a striker first and will fall back to the grappling, but will he survive long enough with the striking while he's doing the striking? What's up, cunt? How are you, Alex? Good to see you, man. Paulo by TKO via head kick? I was just saying that earlier in this very stream, Alex. So I don't think that's a spicy take at all, unless you and I are both spicy. MMA Joey can't grapple. MMA Joey can do whatever he wants. I asked him a question. He blew up. He's got a very short fuse. I completely understand why he has a very short fuse. Good luck to him. Good luck to him. I wish him the best. The only fighter that MMA Joey cares about is Michael Chandler. Sean broke Izzy. Yeah, man. Yeah. I got some chats to get through. Let me smash through these, boys. I beat Pereira, then I KO John Jones to beat Double Chance. We do UFC in Dagestan All Russia fight. This is a Magomed guarantee. Gabriel, how are you, brother? What's going on, man? It's good to see you again. I wish Joey's parents used. Oh, Jesus Christ, stop, man. People in this chat watch Joey. It's a good crossover audience, so it's fine, man. Strickland schooled Izzy, but yeah, it wasn't a beatdown. The first round was that, but other than that, no. It was 5 rounds to Strickland, no rounds to Israel Adesanya. That is a shutout. Maybe he didn't beat the living piss out of him, you're right, because Sean Strickland has pillow fists, but MMA-wise, it was a shutout. And I do believe, I'm not kidding, I've got to smash through these. I will get to this. I promise, guys, I will get to your chats, every single one. I do believe that 9 times out of 10, Sean Strickland wins because styles make fights, and the CKB guys need range to counter. And Sean Strickland has a very good forward pressure, defensive. We all know Sean Strickland's style. Good, clean boxing, straight down the center. It's been Dan Hooker's kryptonite for years. It's CKB's kryptonite. 9 times out of 10, Sean Strickland wins that fight. It wasn't a fluke. It was styles make fights. I'm so glad that you admitted that, Doug, the way Sean is portrayed, like Kratos is making... Yeah, no, dude, I get that. Like, I'm trying to be realistic about it. Secret 905. Sean and Cap destroyed his manhood in the press conference. Yes, they did. They did. Axel Fox MMA. Sean beat Izzy as his own games. 5 rounds of mediocre sparring pity paddock. Yes, that's what it was. I hope, Anakin, I hope Sean and Izzy run it back. I would love to see them doing a rematch. I hope they do one day too, and I think they will. I think Israel Adesanya beats Dricus du Plessis. If Sean Strickland beats Paulo Costa, it makes perfect sense to have Sean Strickland versus Israel Adesanya to happen again, probably in Australia again. So I think that will happen, mate. I think Strickland beats Izzy in a rematch, to be honest. I can't lie. That's what I just said. Hey, Aussie, I might go to the gym. It's 5,000 dong for a day pass. I don't know. Is that good? Is that bad? Is that a lot? Is that a little? I don't speak in dong. I speak in dollary dues, mate. I can't see what Izzy would do different. He doesn't pressure well. He's a rangy counter-striker. Chat hero. This is what I just said, mate. This is what I just said. Gary versus MVP. It's going to be a masterpiece. Gabe, I hope so, man. Did I catch up to chat? Oh, good. I hope so, man. I hope Gary versus MVP is a masterpiece. It is a chance of being a bit boring because they're both counter-strikers. Gabriel, let me ask you this. Who do you think wins, man? Joe Rogan. He beat the shit out of him in the first round. Arguably, it should have been stopped. It should have been. The first round should have been stopped, but either way, the right outcome happened, Joe Rogan. So, I mean, nothing was lost. Saying it arguably should have been stopped is a stretch. I mean, I feel like, Chad Hero, I feel like Alex Pereira, Yuri Prohaska was stopped for less. What do you think about that, man? Don't forget about your Aussie mate, Whitaker. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh! Number 1 contender. If Izzy wins the title back. Yes. I guess so, yeah. Like, I guess then. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Let's see how things play out. Let's see how things play out, Gabriel. I was like, what does Whitaker got to do with anything? The whole fucking division? The fact that he's, like, on another run? So, yeah. Thanks, Gabe. 500 thongs? Yeah, in Vietnam, you collect the thongs of the prostitutes as you run through them, and then you pay for them in those thongs. Axel Fox MMA. 5,000 dong is about 8 inches in cryptocurrency. Oh, shit. Mr. Toad, what's good, mate? What's good? I'll get to you, brother. I will. There was a moment where Izzy was taking shots and not defending multiple hard shots after he was dropped. Maybe not arguably, but certain refs would have stepped in. No, I think, no, Joe, you put a good argument there, and I agree with your argument. There is a chance there that it could have been stopped. There 100% is I'm not like, it should have fucking been stopped, but there is an argument that it should have been stopped there. Absolutely, man. I know a ref that would have stopped it. Mark fucking Goddard. Herb Dean should ref every title fight. Let them fight until one of them is beyond the point of unconsciousness. It's a world fucking title. Do you think Izzy versus DDP will be a close fight from Anakin Skywalker? I do not. I think DDP is going to rush in with his windmill style of striking, and Israel Adesanya is going to catch him with a clean counter and sleep him. If Copeland was that Izzy versus Sean, dog, you fucking idiot. If Copeland was in that Izzy versus Sean fight, oh boy, he would have stopped it. There's a lot of refs that would have stopped it. The argument is definitely there, man. The argument. Yo, what's up, brother? I'm going to get to you, man. It's good to see you. Sean Strickland at Philly Shell leaves him open to Costa's head kicks. That's what I said. That's what Chad Hero said. That's what. Who else said that before in chat? Someone said that before, mate. We're all saying the same thing. We're all saying the same thing, brother. And again, Copeland was the same ref who stopped the Algo fight with Kyle Nelson. It's not coming to me right now, Anakin. Honestly, it's not coming to me right now. Gabe, you liked that one? Izzy showed the thumbs up. He was fine. The Yuri Alex stoppage was disgraceful. I think people just wanted it to be stopped. So for Sean to have a weak TKO win, bullshit. Maybe Chad Hero, maybe you're being a little bit biased because you love Izzy so much. I don't know if you love Izzy so much. That's not fair. But I do think there is an argument that it could have been stopped. You know what I mean? I'm happy that it went on. I'll be clear about that. I'm happy the fight went on. But there's definitely an argument of it could have been stopped. Are you a James Hardy enjoyer or a Semitel fan? James Hardy. Semitel? James Hardy. None of that is ringing a bell right now. Now, I'm not going to lie. I get a little bit burnt out at the end of the day. Let me see if I can put a face to the name. I'm not sure what you're talking about, my friend. Joe Hogan. Yeah, he showed the thumbs up and he recovered, but there is a reason that he had to do that. Exactly. It was a lot of shots, man. It was a lot of shots. Do you mean Ian Gary Bucks? Yes. Yog, are you a virgin? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I'm not. I'm pretty sure it's definitely gotten wet. Had my candle dipped in wax a couple of times. You know what I'm saying, mate? Are you? Yog? No shit. Are you? You spend a lot of time trolling on the internet. Thongs will be the currency in the post-nut apocalypse. Nice. Like bottle caps, but it's just thongs. Obviously, there's a reason he got smashed, but the stoppage would have been wrong, and it would have been bad reffing. Let's agree to disagree, Chad Hero. Let's agree to disagree. I think there's an argument for it. Secret 905. We need that Mario Yamasaki reffing back. Yes. Violence. Gladiators. Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Better to have a late stoppage or an early stoppage? Great question, Magomed. Great question. Jamie can confirm he's not a virgin. Thanks, Jamie. That's a great question. Look, for a fan of violence, to me, I'd prefer a late stoppage. For the athlete, obviously, you want to have early stoppages, and maybe that could affect the fan as well, because then you get more run time out of that athlete over the course of their career. But still, I like violence. I'd like a late stoppage over an early stoppage any day. If a fighter is putting the funds up, that means he himself thinks it's about to get stopped, so Izzy would disagree. I like the fighters. I don't like Strickland or Izzy. They're both annoying at their styles, though. But saying that Sean should have gotten a weak little pity TKO while Izzy showed thumbs up is wild. Chat Hero, now, I appreciate you getting into the comments. Don't time people out if you don't agree with them, okay, brother? All right? I appreciate you getting passionate. I love it, but let him speak. What's Tam Aspinall's obsession with fingering Nina Drama? I reckon he just thinks it would be fun, mate. Just have a go, you know what I mean? I didn't time anyone out. I know you didn't this time. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there before it gets down this path. All right? I'm just putting it out there, mate. That's all I'm saying. Sneeko did better against Sean than Izzy did. Facts. Absolute facts. If roles were reversed, it wouldn't have been called early. Ooh, spicy take from Magomed. Very spicy take. You think the Israel Adesanya fans would have been like, that was fair? Maybe. Joe Hogan. A weak little pity. TKO is crazy. He got dropped and he was taking massive shots from Sean. It did look like heavy shot. When I watch it back, and I remember this clearly from watching it back. I expected it to get called. I was shocked that it went to the second round. I really was. I thought Sean had him there. So that maybe there you go. Like Chad here, if you really want to know if I was reffing it, I probably would have called it, man. And I like late stoppages, but I reckon Izzy was like on his way to get smashed out. Now he survived in hindsight, and he fought a great third or fourth round. He fought very well considering how badly that he got rocked. But I would have pulled him out at the end of the first round. I agree with Magomed. If Izzy hit him like that, Sean was taking shots, everyone would glaze him and say Sean early. I agree with Magomed. If Izzy hit him like that and Sean was taking the shots, everyone would glaze him and say it was Sean early stoppage. Okay. I'm with you. And I didn't time it. I know you did. It's all good, man. Do you think Izzy underestimated Sean and thought that he was going to be easy? Yes, I do think that. I think Izzy did underestimate Sean. But there's something that happens down at CKB where one day I'm going to bump into one of the CKB guys and they are going to fucking hit me so hard. I'm going to go to an MMA event and they're going to be like, that's that Aussie cunt that always talks shit about us. They're like the thinking man's gym. You see it with Israel Adesanya, you see it with Dan Hooker. Unfortunately, you're seeing it with Alexander Volkanovski right now where he thinks Ilia Topuria got lucky. I think he still thinks that Sean Strickland... I think he still underestimates Sean Strickland to this day. I think that he believes Sean Strickland got lucky. I think Israel Adesanya thinks that. Just like Alexander Volkanovski thinks that Ilia Topuria got lucky. I think because they watch the game at such a high level and they're so good at understanding distance and counter-striking that when they do get pressured and cleanly beaten, to them it must be a fluke. Because they're thinking about it so much. They're almost overthinking it. Which is why I say that CKB see themselves as the thinking man's gym. Please don't fucking hit me when we're in the street or I'm at a local MMA event in Melbourne. I'm allowed to have an opinion about a sport. Okay? Please, don't bash my head in. All right? I don't need another concussion. Look at me. I'm kind of dumb. What would you... What do you think about a potential matchup between Shavkat Rakhmonov and MVP? I think Shavkat runs through MVP. Personally, Secret 905, I think he runs through him. I think MVP's style would not work against such high pressure, and he'd get grapple fucked against the cage, my friend. Mr. Toad, Adesanya striking has always been overrated. When you get guys like Jan Blachowicz or Sean Strickland, who shut down his low kick, his boxing ends up being mediocre. Yeah, I mean, I think it's styles make fights. I think it is just styles make fights. I don't know if I guess it is probably overrated because they think he's the best striker in the UFC when he's just a very, very good striker. So Sean O'Malley's probably the best well-rounded striker in the UFC. So yeah, probably could be overrated. True Magomed, if the Izzy fans would have called the stoppage perfect if Izzy did that to Sean. Yep. That's true. I feel like the Izzy fans would have. They definitely they're just as bad as the Sean Strickland fans sometimes. Definitely. Magomed is still salty from the draw in the title fight. He is, man. He is. That's why he wants it on home turf. Magomed comments can be argued both ways. We love Magomed. It's shock moment. No one thinks Sean would beat Izzy, so we need to see KO happen where it's definite. I do believe we need to see a rematch. I mean, Izzy is one of those guys that is so... No, he wasn't. We need to see a rematch because of the legacy. I was going to say so dominant, but he wasn't so dominant. He was 50-50 at best. But Israel Adesanya has such a big legacy, I don't think his MMA story would really be capped off and finalized until that fight happened again with Sean Strickland. Probably because you have so many Israel Adesanya fans that do think it was just a fluke and Sean Strickland was being overlooked by Israel Adesanya, that to really put a full stop on that, we do need to see that fight again, even though I believe that the same thing would happen the second time. But that way all the Israel Adesanya fans could finally get clarity and not think that their favorite fighter just had a bad day. Sean is Izzy's daddy. DDP gonna finish off his grandson, Izzy, on the ground. Axel Fox, I disagree, man. I disagree. Like I said, I'm pretty sure you were here for when I said what I said. And I said what I said. Did he get the fuck out of here. Your name cannot be Diddy. Come on, brother. Go change that and come back. Also, subscribe to the channel. You're right on point, and maybe why that's like they're leading to their downfalls. Like Volk, it's even more concerning. Not the AM, bro. You give off lib vibes. Well, you couldn't be further from the fucking truth. You couldn't be further from right, mate. But keep guessing. You're right on point, and maybe that's why it's leading to that. I think it is. You know. And then also when you, God, why do I keep talking about CKB? Why can't there be another gym? When you cap off all the success that they've had, makes it very hard to hear criticism from outside sources. But it is what it is. O'Malley is the best striker in the UFC by miles. I think so. I think he is. I think currently he is the best striker in the UFC. I think he also has the chance to be him, to win multiple titles in multiple divisions. You know, you look at how well a rangy, striking Max Holloway has done at lightweight. Just picture Sean O'Malley growing into that as he gets older. Imagine a 33, 34-year-old Sean O'Malley at lightweight. Pretty fucking cool, huh? That's a pretty fucking cool thought, right? Izzy deserves to rematch all losses. Not all of them. No, he doesn't. He doesn't deserve infinite losses. But this one would be interesting. Diddy, my striking is better than Izzy's. Unbelievable, mate. Only if you punch in fart boxes. Calling it a fluke is hilarious. He dropped him in the first, recovered, and still got easily outpointed in every round. I know, and that's why I made that one video about MMA Joey. And I didn't even make it really, I mean, it was about Joey, but it was more about, like, he was the most public leading voice in the Israel Adesanya fan base. So he was like the head, like he was the one that I put at the forefront of that video. But it wasn't to be like, look at this dumb cunt. It was to be like, look at all Israel Adesanya fans. Aren't they being dumb cunts right now? Yeah, I don't get the fluke take. It was a clear decision win. That's right. Yeah. Who is your favorite Australian fighter? Honestly, right now, it's Jack Jenkins. I think he's only had 2 or 3 fights in the UFC, but I find him to be phenomenally exciting, and I am hoping that he can be my next Dustin Poirier man crush once Dustin retires this weekend. Because Dustin's one of those fighters that I like jumped on very early in my UFC fandom career, and I feel like we've come a long way as like fans. Like I feel like as a fan, I've watched his entire career, and I'm excited to start that again with a new prospect. So I think it's going to be Jack Jenkins, and I hope I've backed a good horse. For how many hours do you lick Jamie's feet? It depends if I've got work the next day. You know, if I got work the next day, I'll try and wrap it up within 2 or 3 hours. But if it's like a proper day off, there's no UFC Sunday, I'm not doing a podcast with Bad Math, then, you know, we'll really wait until the sun comes up. Open the windows, face east. You know what I'm saying? Just really get into it. Dricus will probably get paced up by Izzy. I think it'll get clean knockout on a counter. O'Malley has a very ragdollable physique. He does. But so does Max Holloway. We've seen fighters like this who manage to create space with their leg. What do they call it? Posting up with their legs. And I think O'Malley's really good at it. Peyton Talbot is one of my favorite fighters. You can put him with O'Malley in a cage right now. O'Malley is probably battering him. Yeah, no, Peyton is definitely up there, Chat Hero. Definitely up there. But I was talking about Aussie fighters. We're talking about prospects in general. Yeah, Peyton's 100% on the watch list. 100%. Umar will ragdoll O'Malley. We'll see. We will see. We will find out together. That's a good one for a poll. Do we have time for a poll? Yes, we have time for a poll. I'll catch up to chat very soon. We definitely can squeeze out a poll. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Chat. Who wins? Umar or O'Malley? Bang. Poll. Writing out for 5 or 10 minutes. Let's see what happens. Now I can catch up with the rest of chat. Okay. Fucking fuck off, poll. Fuck off. Thank you. How many hours do you lick Jamie's feet? Read that one. Peyton Talbot, Umar. Is he saying he was setting up Pereira with the rope-a-dope is ridiculous? I mean, he kind of was on the second one. He kind of was. Cage, what's so funny about liking Jack Jenkins? What's so fucking funny about that, mate? Huh? 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 Fuck you, Cage. He threw a Hail Mary. Oh, the Izzy against Pereira. Did he? Did he? Did he? He did kind of set it up to go down the exact same way he got knocked out the first time to rope him back in. So I don't know if he did. Did he? Did he? Did he? Jake Jenkins got his arms snapped off. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. Right? I mean, Dustin lost a couple of fights on his way up. I ragdoll Jack Jenkins in Dagestan. You would. He's a lightweight. You would. What happened to Grant Dawson? That's a great question. What did happen to Grant Dawson? That's a great question. What did happen to Grant Dawson? I think O'Malley snipes Umar, but depending on if he beats Sandhagen dominantly, in my opinion, might change. That is one of those fights where you're really going to be like watching it closely, very fucking closely. Jamie Malarkey. No, Joe Hogan. Jamie Malarkey is so hit and miss. Jake Jenkins has got sick fucking boxing, sick power down the middle, snaps legs. Jake Jenkins is to me, obviously, this is my own take about my own prospect to watch, but I see him as a red hot prospect that has a bit of growth. Like his career could progress very nicely. So I'm like picking someone from Australia all the way at this start of the career that I'm like it could have been Urseg, but I went with Jack Jenkins, and I'm sticking by Jack Jenkins. I believe in him. Never say squeeze out a poll again. Why not? Why not? Don't act like you didn't enjoy it. Don't act like you didn't enjoy it. I see Yog in chat. I know Yog's here. Morbius, nice. Oh, shit. What the fuck is this? Do you piss or shit in the new apprentice's lunchbox when he shows up to work with a 7-year financed grade? Well, yeah, mate. You absolutely have to. Or when he's in the shitter, you take his nail bag and you hammer it to the floor. Fucking hilarious stuff every time. Yeah, pause, Dougie. Come on, mate. Squeeze out a poll, boys. Bobby Green happened to Grant Dawson. Good one, Jay. Bobby Green. Bobby Green. And is Bobby Green going to happen to Paddy Pimblett? Good question. I wonder when Usman Nurmagomedov will come to the UFC. Probably soon. The PFL is running out of money very quickly. Pretty soon, fucking Luke Thomas is going to have to admit that the UFC is a monopoly because every other business went out of business. Again. And maybe making money is the only thing that keeps these fucking companies with the lights on, Luke Thomas. Maybe communism isn't the fucking answer for everything, Luke Thomas. Fuck. Jake Jenkins has the name of an old man. He does. Similar to Mike Malott. Also true. JDM is my favorite Australian fighter right now. Jenkins seems a little small for 145. Again, I'm looking at it like a prospect watch. I was gonna say JDM. It's a fair call, but yeah, I'm hitching my wagon to Jack right now. Grant Dawson. Jesus, Doug, learn how to use the fucking chat, you idiot. Grant Dawson is undefeated apart from getting KO'd in 30 seconds. That can't be real. That can't be real. Is that real? Irene Aldana beats Jack Jenkins. Fuck you, Magomed. Dawson has 2 losses. There, I was like, yeah, that can't be right. Both by 30 seconds, Chad Hero. Glass Jawson. Yog, describe the taste of Jamie's feet. No thanks. I'd rather get on with the rest of chat. Joe Hogan. The dude is really chainless. The UFC is a monopoly like Apple. If the UFC is a monopoly, then why does the PFL? What do you mean like Apple? It's just a successful business. It's just a very, very successful business, mate. I think Grant Dawson can still be a contender. We've seen Islam get KO'd once in the past, and look where he is. That's the thing, man. I think there's too much of this person got chinned, this person got knocked out. There's too much not giving prospects enough room to grow in the UFC like there was back in the old days. Like, what made MMA so different from boxing is that you can take a loss, you can get chinned, and you can put yourself back together, you can come back from it, and you can learn from it. That's one of the beautiful things about MMA. What we're seeing now that we're past the Khabib era is that people get really, really excited about these and-o fighters. Like Sean O'Malley, you take away the Cheeto Vera thing, Sean O'Malley's like an undefeated champion. People get really super hyped about that, and they forget that the whole thing about the sport is that you're allowed to have 1 or 2 losses or an arm break or something like that. And you can move on with the rest of the sport and watch that fighter grow. Let's end the poll, and I'll catch up with the rest of chat because I see you guys going off. I think Dawson can still be a contender. We have seen Islam get KO'd. Yep. Is it time to squeeze out a quick poll? Can Dawson still be a contender? That's a good one, Ariel Fox. Maybe it is. Let's squeeze out a poll, boys. Oh. Yes for yes, and I think no for no. What do we reckon, guys? Does that work? What do we reckon? Is that pretty good? I reckon that's pretty good. That's a pretty good poll. Oh, we're squeezing out a poll. All right, let's catch up and chat. Get out of the way, poll. Hey, Doug, what's up? I'm going to catch up. Bang, 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 bang. Okay, I'm going to catch up, guys. I swear to God. Here we go. Time to squeeze out a quick poll. Hey, Doug, cool. If Talbot loses, he becomes the next Grant Dawson. That's really mean. Joe Hogan, Dougie the poll squeezer. That's Ferguson Hooper. Magomed is the GOAT. Chat Hero. If I could have my way and say, fuck the meritocracy, I would make my own fights. How far down am I? Oh, no, I'm pretty good. Okay. Chat Hero, if I could read this clean, Doug. Take a breath. It's all right. You've caught up to chat. Take a breath. Read Chat Hero's comment. If I could have my way and say, fuck meritocracy and make my own fights, I'd make DDP versus Paulo Costa. Okay. O'Malley versus Yarn 2. Yes. Edwards versus JDM just to watch Edwards school him and leave JDM fans in tears. And light leave JDM fans. I'm pretty sure you're saying, you're all good, man. You're all good. I like them all. Obviously, Edwards versus JDM doesn't make sense in a meritocracy. It's too early for JDM. Let's have a look at the other one. DDP versus Paulo Costa. No, it should be, if it was a meritocracy, Chat Hero, it should be Dricus du Plessis versus Jared Cannonier. Or Dricus du Plessis versus Sean Strickland 2, the rematch, while Israel Adesanya fights a number 1 contender in Jared Cannonier for the next title shot. O'Malley should 100% be O'Malley versus Merab Dvalishvili, and then O'Malley versus Sandhagen, and then see what happens with Yarn. That's what would happen if it was a meritocracy. But you're saying fuck meritocracy, so it's just fun matchmaking. I'm with you. Squeeze another poll, brother. Rooting against JDM is inhuman. It is. It's wrong, and quite frankly, Joe Hogan, it's a bannable offense in this chat. Quite frankly. It's a fucking bannable offense. Oh, I need to start the timer. It's that bloody time of the night where we wrap it up. This is my starting a timer song. It's that time, boys, where we get close to the end of the stream. This is my end of stream song. Right? Oh, it started early. Oh, it is what it is. At Chat Hero, why not Sandhagen versus O'Malley instead of Yarn 2? Yeah, I think Chat Hero was just having some fun matchmaking. We forgot the part where he said, fuck meritocracy. Why is Gary fighting MVP? That's a great question, Magomed, and Ian Gary actually answered it today on his Instagram. He said it's because no one above him would take the fight and he wants to stay active. Which, I can't believe I'm saying this. Please, God, nobody clip this. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. It's kind of fucking cool being Gary. He's not sitting around waiting for a fight. He's just going ahead and fighting down the rankings against a dangerous opponent that's probably going to beat him. Kind of fucking based for me and Gary. There, I said it. Disgusting. Oh, God, that was disgusting. I like JDM. It's just crazy how much people brown nose the guy. Yeah. He's everyone's worst matchup, apparently. Yeah, he is. It's great, isn't it? Anakin. I would have given Gary Brady instead of MVP. Ooh, that would end the hype train, though, wouldn't it? He'd just end up getting grapple fucked against the cage. DDP can now breathe out of his nose. JDM doesn't have... Oh, my God. I've got to really get through these, don't I? Where was I? DDP can now breathe out of his nose. JDM doesn't have nasal cavities. That's true. That is true. That's a good point. His cardio's gotten better. Anakin, since the UFC is trying to build up the hype of MVP, I would rather see MVP against an easier opponent. I just don't think he has time to fight Cairns, Anakin. He's old, very old, so we got to get him moving. Yog, I like tacos. I get what you're saying. Yog, you're not invited, all right? We're a monogamous relationship, okay, Yog? You're not invited. Sorry, mate. Back to OnlyFans for you. Patrick. Patrick, I just want Jan to get his belt back over 5 rounds because I know he TKOs O'Malley in a 5-rounder. Maybe the UFC give him another win, and I mean O'Malley. Maybe the UFC give O'Malley another win. MVP doesn't have time to fight no contenders like Chandler. That's what I said. Excuse me. That's what I said. If Gary wins, then what? The UFC probably just give him... Oh, it's so busy. It's so busy. They probably give him Usman. Magomed Ankalaev. If Ian Gary wins, then what? He probably gets Kamaru Usman and then a title shot if he can get through Usman. No, I don't think so. O'Malley's going to improve too much for Jan. That was Jan's best shot at beating O'Malley. Yeah, I actually see it as a much harder fight this time round for Petr Yan and over 5 rounds as well. It is a much harder fight. The O'Malley-Yan fight went just 2 more rounds. O'Malley is getting TKO'd. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Fuck meritocracy. Book Dana versus MMA Joey versus the Guru. Triple threat for the super heavyweight belt. That'd be sick. Then he needs to fight Colby. Colby's not taking the fight. Colby's a fucking duck. He's a duck. Would be sick to see. Who do you think Colby fights? Chiesa, Magny, or Wonderboy? I think he's going to sit out until he gets that Wonderboy matchup. That's what I think is going to happen. JDM is actually the worst matchup for Tom Aspinall. That's actually true. That's actually the facts. That's actually true. JDM could be the first four division champion. That's actually not even a joke. I 100% believe that. Yeah, I'd like to see them run it back. I would prefer to see Sandhagen first. I would prefer, on God, I want it to be Marab, then Sandhagen, then we can have some fun matchups. Then he can even go for champ. Really? Then he can go for champ. I'm honestly not even joking about that. Do what you got to do, and then go for champ, and let the contenders rebuild. There, it's done. Dougie said it. They're the facts. That's what's happening. Colby fights Wonderboy. I agree, Magomed. I agree. You smart boy. You're good boy, Magomed. You're good boy. Good boy. Errol Fox MMA. I don't give Ian credit for taking this fight. His wife makes the choices for him. She loves watching him going up. Again, how can you say a nice thing about Ian Gary on the internet? I get it, Axel Fox. I get it. Based. Usman should fight Colby. It's a big fight. Don't hate that. I don't hate it. Look, Usman needs to fight this year against somebody. I think he could beat Colby Covington a 3rd time. It would be a great rematch for the fans. Usman versus Colby 3 is a great fight night event, main event, somewhere with a crowd. Probably Miami or wherever Usman's from. But yeah, I really don't mind that. And if neither of them are going to fucking fight anybody, fight each other again. Why not? And then retire, both of you. Okay? But Usman, it's time to get in the fucking cage. It's time to get booked up against somebody. Because we're starting to book out events up until August. And you're not a co-main event on any of them. So, let's go, Usman. Let's fucking go, mate. I know you guys will disagree, but if I'm the UFC giving Gary a title shot, I know Gary is soy, blah, 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 whatever, but I want to see if he can outstrike Edwards. Look, Chad Hero, I get it. You're not allowed to say nice things about Ian Gary, but I was also like, it's time for Bilal to have his title shot. I think Ian Gary needs one more win higher than MVP. One more win higher than MVP, and then I agree. I agree, but not yet. One more win higher than MVP. Gary would have the irrational confidence to fight Shavkat. I mean, so does JDM. So does JDM. Gary versus Bilal next. Yeah, probably. When Bilal loses, probably. JDM slumps the entire heavyweight roster with those crispy hooks. This is what I'm talking about, Axel. This is what I'm talking about. You're now co-Dougie on the channel. You're second in command. If I ever can't make videos, you're in charge, Axel Fox. You're the next one up. After Bilal MCs Leon, he's going to lose to Leon. He's going to lose. And then Ian Gary versus Bilal. Bilal got 25 submissions in the sparring room. Bilal wins via decision in his own dreams. Larry CTM. Dougie, what's your take on the Roman Kopylov-Almeida fight? I think Roman Kopylov's got it. People worry about the takedowns, and I get it, but I think he's actually going to sleep him, man. I'm very much looking forward to Roman Kopylov this weekend. And I do think he is going to win via knockout. I think he's going to be able to handle the grappling. I think it's starting to come up to a good defensible way. Yeah, that's what I reckon, mate. Bilal highlights on video would make a great YouTube short. They'd make a great Instagram post. Crazy people are actually picking Bilal over Leon. Shavkat, I'm picking to beat Leon. It's crazy that people are actually picking Bilal over Leon. Shavkat, I'm picking to beat Leon. Islam, I'm picking Leon. But I get it. But Bilal, yeah, I think, well, because it's the styles make fights. It's like the great triangle of fighting. You know what I mean? And it's just, I don't know. I just don't think people see Bilal as scary as they see Shavkat. It's just, it's very strange. It's very strange. There's just a way that people approach a fight with an intensity, and you can just sort of see the fight play out in your head. And anytime you see Bilal fighting in your mind, it's just not scary, which is so crazy because he is like unbeaten for years. He's won like 11 in a row or something. And yet when you close your mind and you picture Bilal coming forward, it's just the least intimidating thing in the world. I don't know why it works that way, Chad Hero, but it's just one of those things, man. So crazy. Magomed Ankalaev. Next video, do top 25 interview moments of Magomed Ankalaev. I'd like my videos to get more than 10 views a day. I'm kidding, Magomed. No, I'm not doing that. That's not the kind of content I make. I put out hard-hitting, thought-provoking, kind of memey content for 10 minutes before I go to work. I can get it out, get it onto the internet, onto the next one. All right, let's smash through these. Guys, stop typing things, okay? There's 40 seconds left, and then I'm out of here. Now, I think Leon smokes Bilal and loses to Shavkat and JDM. I think Leon smokes Bilal, then loses to Shavkat and JDM. I agree, Chad Hero. Joe Hogan, I see that except with JDM. Ooh, nice, spicy take. Copy Chad by brutalization. I like it. Axel Fox, second in command. I agree. I think Kopylov wins. People are hyping up Almeida because of the win over Dylan Budka. I agree. That's what I was thinking as well when I was watching Fight Tape this week. If JDM touches Leon, he's going out. It's a glass chin. I like that take. No, because of his Budka win. That's whatever we were just talking about. It's because of kickboxing accolade. Leon is going to beat every single welterweight. That's not true. You know that. You know that, Magomed. JDM would make Bilal chicken dance worse than Diaz did and have him out of there in one round. Nice, man. Nice. I agree. JDM would fuck him up. I agree. Leon doesn't have a good chin, but JDM could barely track down Kevin Holland, barely knock out Burns. Oh, my God. But, hey, we have our opinions. JDM is an accumulative damage striker, but he does lay people out, and Leon Edwards is there to get laid out. We're going to get back to this at a later date. I think Leon will be schooling him, and JM will land a fluke KO. There's no such thing as a fluke KO when it comes to JDM, mate. Joe Hogan could happen. Wouldn't pick it, but a fair pick. Boys, that was it. It's time for dinner. I'm out of here. Let's have a good night. Barely knocked out. Boy, that's it. No more. No more comments. I'm not reading any more comments. Everybody have a good night, good day, wherever in the world you're watching from. Check out today's video about Conor McGregor doing heaps of coke. Check out yesterday's video, Magomed Ankalaev. You got a shout out in that video, brother. Come and hang out with me at UFC 302, at least for the prelims, before you go and watch your other favorite MMA YouTubers. Don't bully MMA Joey. He's a good bloke. You just give him some space. Apart from that, there'll be another video tomorrow. Pretty sure I know what it's going to be about. Until then, everybody have a good night. You're a bunch of fucking legends. I'll see you in the next one.